Hello everyone, welcome to IceLab lunch features. I see a lot of new faces, it's great. For those who are not, who doesn't know what IceLab lunch features is, it's a platform for cross-pollination of ideas. We come here to share what we are doing, each of us doing, what kind of project, if we have a specific tool to solve a problem that another research group has, for example, at the university, or we want to run a project and we're looking for collaborators. And we run this kind of lunch features every other Tuesday. We have a couple of more left in this season. And today we have two presenters. The first one will be Judith from the Department of Ecology and Environmental Science. And the second one is Monich from Department of Geography. So welcome, enjoy your lunches as well. Judith will start.
Oh, hi everybody. So, to you. I'm gonna share my ideas about decomposition and how we look at this. Decomposition is the decay of plant material. So basically it is, it is the weight loss over time. If you let leaves fall on the ground, the microorganisms will colonize it, eat it up, produce CO2, nutrients go back to the soil and plants can take it up again. So what happens during this breakdown of the plant material when it falls on the ground? Well, first all the sugars and easy to decay material are eaten up. And then after some time, the material, it's not decomposed so fast anymore because all the hard, woody substances are left. And this part is very important because if you start thinking about carbon sequestration and all the carbon sinks in the world, then you want this part to be high because then you can store a lot of carbon in your soils and you less CO2 is produced. So thinking about this process is very important also for a perspective of climate change. To measure this, it's a lot of work because you usually have to take plant material, put it in a plastic bag with little holes so that all the microorganisms from the soil can reach and eat from the plants. And then you have to go over several periods of time and take up some bags and weigh them. So the number of time steps that you have and the number of replicates that you have and the number of things that you want to contrast with each other, that builds up that you have to make and weigh a lot of these bags, and that's really time consuming and annoying work. So we were doing this and we were fed up with this, and then we took a break because it was so much work. And then during this break we were drinking tea. And then we looked at our tea bags and we thought, shit, this is the same thing as that we've been doing all day long. This is plant material in bags that have little holes by which the microorganisms can start eating from this. So this is equivalent to all the litter bags that we have been making ourselves. So then we thought, this is fun. We're gonna bury some tea bags and get some data. So then we started doing that in the lab and in the greenhouse, and then we discovered that if we take two types of tea bags, we can actually learn a little bit about the two phases of the decomposition process. Because if you take two types of tea bags, after 3 months, one tea bag is already in this phase, and another tea bag is still in this phase. So if you use those two tea bags, you can say something about the two phases of this decomposition process. So, and you can see that they nicely, if it is warmer, then the decomposition goes faster. If it's colder, then the decomposition goes slower, and it works in the greenhouse if you have an incubator, and it also works in the field. But in the field you have, of course, much more variation due to other local environmental factors. We started to gather a lot of this tea bag data, and we want to create a map for how environment influences this first phase of the decomposition process, and a map of how climate affects the second part of the decomposition process. And then we also want to understand with different model climate scenarios how then these two phases of the decomposition process are affected by potential future climates. With this part of the project or part of the process saying something more about the potential for carbon storage, and this says more something about nutrient cycling and very time and processes that happen now for nutrient availability, for instance. So this map is getting there. We have collected about 3,000 data points from all over the world, thanks to all those people and much more. Tomorrow we will have a small conference with a lot of people that participated in this project, and we will discuss more how to solve problems in this mapping and how to deal with levels of uncertainty when you collect data points from other participants, or if you work with citizen scientists, which we also have done a lot. You're welcome there also.
Thank you, Yuri. Usually we do not have questions and answer sessions, so it usually goes after both speeches. So now, Ivan, it's your turn. And tourism.
I'd like to take just 1 more minute to switch the computer. Windows system. Take some time. Hello everyone, I'm Monich and I'm delighted to be here in this bright conference room at KBC department of Umea University. And today we are going to talk about artificial environment and applications for sustainable tourism. One thing that I would like you to know about myself, that I have been working in tourism for more than 10 years, and I am from Siberia. Probably you are curious how our current topic of artificial environment is connected to my home city. So I think it's impossible to make such a cold place artificially. Even in the fridge, it's warmer than outside. It was minus 47.5 2 weeks ago, while in Umea it was plus 7. So what do we do during such a real winters, such a not artificial one? Judith, we are not drinking tea, but we are speeding boiling water during the winter. So that's how we enjoy our cold weather outside. You also can do it. It's really fun, very fun. Okay, let's go back to our topic. So artificial environment is something that is built by human and it is tangible. So it is buildings, landscapes. We are not going to talk about augmented reality or virtual reality. We are going to talk about something tangible which we can touch, see, and sense. And there are so many definitions what sustainable tourism is. But the common point is that sustainable tourism should deliver the benefits to the local society and to develop the regional economy and to reduce the pressure on the nature. So I would like to provide 5 cases from all over the world, starting from 19th century. So in the beginning of 19th century, this type of peep show boxes were very popular, and this artificial environment was moving from place to place to be shown to spectators. And here you can see the structure of such boxes. So layer by layer, the artificial image of the landscape or city can be built. When television arrived to our world, a lot of tourists started moving to see the specific artificial environment built for recording the movies. And the leader in this is Hawaii, because a lot of movies were recorded in such place like Pirates of the Caribbean Sea, Jurassic Park, and so on. So in this case, the artificial environment is the main attractor, forces tourists to travel to this destination. Also, sometimes the artificial environment can be as a complement to the main attractor, like we have casino in Las Vegas, and we can see some artificial objects like copy of Eiffel Tower and so on. This is Shenzhen, a city in front of Hong Kong, and some more pictures from that place with copy of the objects from whole world. Can we fake the whole city? That's a question. Yes, we can. There is one urban territory located in 200 kilometers from Shanghai, and it can allocate 10,000 of inhabitants, and it's a copy of Paris. Let's play a game. Can you tell real thing from replica? So, left or right, where is Paris and where China is? Left or right? Okay, next. Even the copy of interior was copied.
There are Chinese characters on the left one.
Recognize some hieroglyphs. Okay, good. So, the building, the architecture is simulating Paris. Yes, it's obvious because you can see the hieroglyphs and the red wall on the left picture. Okay, I have many more pictures, but just okay. The next question is, can we fake the whole country, the entire country? And the answer is, yes, we can. So Finland, Sweden, China, and I would like you to pay attention to a navy dark part of Chinese border here. And because it is the biggest city on the earth, it is declared as one city, and the territory of that city is 270 square kilometers. And the territory of the whole Italy is 270. So almost the same size. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it was a village. So that's the rare picture of that territory. Now it's a modern city. You can see it's really a high developed city with simulating copies, simulating Western culture. So that's Orthodox Church and even Catholic Church. Do you know that the biggest nesting doll, Matryoshka, is not located in Russia? It is located in that city, in this city, in Mongolia, in China. And it is a part of the park, nesting doll park, and actually it is located just on the border, with the Russian border. But you don't need to cross the border to see Russia, to feel the Russian spirit. So inside the park, you can hear the Russian folk music, you can try the Russian cuisine, you can talk to Russian people in native language in Russian. So in this case, it is an object which is simulating the whole country. So in the end, I would like to stress one more time that actually artificial objects sometimes can be an independent attractor for the tourists. Sometimes it can be a complement for the destination, like in Las Vegas, and sometimes even the whole country. So that's all. Thank you.
Ivan, I have a question to you. Are you planning to construct something like that in Sweden?
Yeah, actually, that's a very important question because I'm here to get some feedback. Can we implement something of that ideas here in Sweden? I know that you are. I know that there is a very popular tradition, fika, right? But do you know that the biggest cup? It's not Chinese, Vietnam. So yeah, I would like to get some feedback. Can we make something interesting with this? Because we are working on the project and would like to make something about Sweden.
Good. Okay, now according to tradition of IceLab lunch pitches, usually with a group of, so usually each presenters take each of the corners, and those who have feedback or want to share their ideas, suggestions, criticism, constructive, or any ideas or someone you can work together, just approach the presenters and discuss the things. So we still have some coffee, and please enjoy the lunch with IceLab. If any of you is interested to give a talk and also looking for some ideas, inspiration, please contact me and I will share with you some information. So as of now, thank you for coming and enjoy the day.
Thank you.